In a Fresno County courtroom, a defense attorney is trying an unorthodox tactic. She says that her client, Filimon Hurtado, killed his niece and nephew by setting fire to their home. And now she's trying to convince a jury that he should only be punished on a lesser murder charge due to his mental state. Today, witnesses took the stand to recall that day.
That was like the worst day of my life. I didn't expect this to happen, waking up from sleep, to have this happen to me.
Thank you for joining us for Action News Live at 5. I'm Graciela Moreno.
And good evening, I'm Warren Armstrong. The crimes happened more than 2 years ago in May when families say Hurtado not only killed those children, but also set their mother on fire. She somehow survived the attack. Action News reporter Brianna Willis was in the courtroom today and joins us now with more of the powerful testimony and the arguments from both sides. Brianna?
Warren, Graciela, the prosecution is working to prove Hurtado intended to kill his 5-month-old nephew and 20-month-old niece. The defense, however, is arguing he has bipolar disorder and was off his meds at the time. Today, we heard from witnesses who said that during the tragic events that day, they noticed strange emotions from the defendant. Now, we do want to warn you that the events in this case are hard to hear.
So he was right there, and I said, "You did this?" I go, "There's kids in there." And he goes, "Oh, I already took care of it. It's already taken care of it." And by that time, there's more flames coming out, and I just let him have it. I just started unloading on him.
Filimon Hurtado, also known as Robert to his family, set fire to his home in May 2022, killing his niece, Cataleya, and nephew, Calyx, and burning their mother. We are not allowed to show you his mugshot or him in court Thursday, but he was wearing a blue shirt, looking down most of the time, and visibly shaking. Michael Quintana lived across the street from the home. He testified waking up to hearing someone outside of his window asking for help on fire.
My wife was following me. I seen her burning. She grabbed a blanket. I grabbed it and I put her out. And then I see this guy standing in the driveway of his driveway on the other side of the street. And I asked him, "You did this?" And he goes, "Let the burn, she's evil."
Quintana says after he also heard Hurtado nonchalantly confess to killing the children, he beat him up.
He never said nothing, just gave me this grin of evilness.
Other nearby neighbors say the defendant's skin was also burned during this time, and he didn't appear to show much emotion.
Empty. I mean, you can look right through him, and I couldn't even tell if it was a human or not.
Hurtado's bipolar disorder is now at the center of this case for the prosecution and the defense.
The question that you're going to be asked to decide is, did the defendant form the intent to kill Claudia, the intent to kill Calyx and Cataleya, given his mental health, illness, and diagnosis?
This case isn't about whether Robert did these things. This case is about what was Robert thinking when he did these things.
The defense is asking Hurtado to be found guilty of second-degree murder due to his mental state at the time. For that, he could face 30 years to life in prison. For first-degree murder, he could face life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Hey Central California, stay up to date with all the latest news and weather. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to ABC 30 Action News.